it is Monday, which means it is the start of a new reading vlog, and it also means it is the start of midterm finals week. Actually, it's not midterm finals week. What's it called? I think it's just called midterms week. Okay, no, apparently it's called nothing. It's called week 8, but I do have midterms this week. So I have been studying pretty much non-stop. I had my Medieval Wonders exam this morning, and it actually went a lot better than I was expecting. Like when I got in there and realized, actually, I kind of know this, it's in my brain, so I felt really good coming out of that one. I then had a quiz in American literature. I then finally got to see the Doctor Who premiere, and I have a lot of thoughts. I'm very mixed feelings about that premiere. Not all of it has to do with the fact that the Doctor is now female, but I am going to take some getting used to, definitely. I think one of the things they did really well was they just kind of did a few throwaway lines. Like there wasn't anything big like, oh my god, I'm a woman. It was just like a really kind of moment, so that was good. But apart from that, yeah, I don't know, it didn't feel like Doctor Who to me. There were no opening credits for one thing. We didn't see the TARDIS at all. The music was completely different, which is fine. I know we got a new composer, but like some callbacks to the old stuff would have been great. There are way too many companions. Like I was just so confused about what was going on. The story itself was like, what am I watching? And then the alien, like spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna tell you what the alien looked like because I know that a friend of mine, she messaged me and she was like, yeah, I had to turn it off after this because I couldn't deal with the alien. His face was basically made up of human teeth, and even just talking about it now is making my skin crawl. Honestly, it was the most disgusting thing I have ever seen on Doctor Who, and I am not impressed at all that they included it. Like I'm really not. That's one of the things that I struggled with the most in this episode. But enough about Doctor Who. So I thought I would show you my diary because that's what I always do. So my diary for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is kind of full. Like I said, I had an exam today. I have an exam tomorrow, which I have been studying with, and I'm really glad no one else is home because what I've done is I've written down all the terms that I need to know. I need to know 4 things about all these terms, and then I have 2 short answer questions. And what I've been doing is I've been pacing up and down my room being like, Loki is a trickster god who wants to usher in Ragnarok because he is opposing of the gods. In the quarrel, his motivation of insulting the gods is to bring them down a peg, and you know, yada yada yada. That was me like trying to remember. Can you see why I've been studying so much? I know nothing. And then I also have an exam on my Victorian studies. I'm gonna do that one on Wednesday. It's the last day you can do it, but I just think it's gonna work better doing it on Wednesday. And I have 2 hours and 10 minutes. I don't know. I've got a while to do that, and that one's online, so I can have all my books out and it's gonna be a-okay. But I want to try and get as much done in these next 3 days as possible because I go to San Francisco on Thursday. I am so ridiculously excited. Like, I mean, I literally cannot wait to go to San Francisco. I just booked my Alcatraz tour, like the Alcatraz Island. I just booked my tour for that, and I'm gonna go see the Golden Gate Bridge and the Full House and the Painted Ladies and the weird road thing, the zigzag that everyone knows what I'm talking about, even if they don't know the name of it. Fisherman's Wharf, Pier 39. There's like everything in San Fran that I can possibly fit into 4 days. I'm going to fit into 4 days. So apart from that, all I've been doing is just studying. So I do have plans to read this week. At some point in the next 2 days, I'm hoping that my pre-order of Light Years by Cass Morgan arrives. If it does, I'm gonna take it with me to San Francisco and I'm gonna read that on the planes and stuff. If not, then I'm gonna be sad. But I'm also taking with me the Epic of Gilgamesh because I need to have that read by the time I come back for my mythology class. So I figured why not read it on the planes to and from San Francisco. So that's pretty much everything I have to tell you guys about today. Oh, so it's currently 9:39. I'm sorry, I kind of forgot to vlog, but I also didn't get home until like 8 p.m. today because I've been studying so much. So the plan for the rest of the night, I'm about to go and have a shower to take a break from the reading study side of things, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to do one more verbal testing of myself, and then I'm actually going to do I wasn't going to, but I am actually going to do a written exam, which means I'm probably going to go to bed a little bit late, but my class doesn't start until 9:30 tomorrow, so I can have a little bit of a sleep in, just because I want to be able to, like, I can say it all really well, but I want to be able to write it down as well in the hour and 15 minutes that we have for the exam. I think we're going to get the full time, so that's what I'm planning on doing. And I actually really did need to edit and upload a video, so I'm probably going to do that the second that the written exam is done, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go now and stop talking to you guys so that I can get this done, so that I can go to bed at a half decent time. Hello friends, it is Saturday and I'm in San Francisco and it's really cool. I'm between Fisherman's Wharf and Pier 39 at the moment. That out there that I can't quite point to because it's really bright, I think that's Alcatraz, which is super cool. Corner of a cafe filming super awkwardly because I love y'all. It's a lot warmer in San Francisco than I had anticipated, but it's amazing and gorgeous and I love it here so far. Like, I'm actually in love. Wow. I've seen the Golden Gate Bridge from a distance and I'm about to have lunch before I hop on my Alcatraz tour and I'm super excited. So it is so much later, and by so much later I mean it's 7:13 p.m. but I feel like it's so much later because I'm so tired. So today has been absolutely amazing. I went to Fisherman's Wharf, which I've wanted to go to ever since I saw it in Full House, and I went to Pier 39, which was incredible. Like, it was so cool. And then I went to Alcatraz and I spent like 3 hours there, which is ridiculous but amazing. I love old stuff like that. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. And then when I came back from Alcatraz, I went and bought some earrings because I don't wear earrings, as you can probably tell, but I have 2 holes pierced in each ear and I really don't want them to close up. So I found these earrings. Let me see if I can show you, but I found these earrings and they were super cheap. They were like $5 each and I went, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So they're these ones. There we go, those ones and those ones. So I'm gonna put them in soon. And then I decided to have an early dinner. So I went to Hard Rock Cafe for dinner, which was really good. And then I came back to the hotel and now I'm sitting on my bed trying to gather up the energy to go have a shower. And then I'm just gonna sit here and watch Big Bang Theory and Good Place all night because I'm just so unbelievably tired. But also I need to do a little bit of research about what I'm gonna do tomorrow because I haven't entirely figured that out yet. So yeah, I'm gonna do all that though, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I've been up since 4:30 a.m. this morning, and that's like 4:30 a.m. Albuquerque time, so that's an hour like, oh gosh, I'm so tired. Hey friends, it is Saturday, and no, is it Saturday? It might be Friday, I'm actually not sure. I am currently sitting in potentially wet grass next to this tree. It's a very nice tree. I'm in Alamo Square. Is it a park? Or is it just Alamo Square? I'm not sure, but I'm here to see the painted ladies. There they are, they're very pretty. And I just walked around the whole park and it was really lovely. But today I'm actually doing a hop on, hop off sightseeing tour bus. I'm doing that tomorrow as well because I didn't really know what else to do in San Francisco and it sounded like a really good way to get around and to see all the sights. The only thing it won't take me to is the Full House house. And I really do want to go to that, but like I've been looking on TripAdvisor and they're like, it's under construction and the owners are really not happy about it. So they've got like lots of signs, like really passive aggressively being like, this is our house, leave us alone. So, and it's like a 30-minute walk from my hotel and there's no other way to get there. there, so I'm kind of like, do I go, do I not go? I don't know, I'll make that decision tomorrow. It's like almost midday. Yeah, it's almost midday, so I am gonna hop back on the bus soon because it's an amazing day. I mean, you can't tell because I'm sitting in the shade, but it's a really good day and there's no fog, which means when I go to the Golden Gate Bridge, I'm gonna get the most awesome photos. I also bought the bus ticket that'll get me on the night bus. I'm gonna do the night bus tonight, like not get off obviously, but I'm gonna do the night bus, which will take me to all the sites at night, so I get to see everything lit up, which would be super, super cool. Hey guys, so I have so much to tell you about today. I kind of forgot to keep you updated as the day went on. I don't really have an excuse for that, but like this is gonna work perfectly fine. So this morning, I'm gonna go like right back to the beginning. So this morning I woke up after the best sleep I have had since arriving in the United States, okay? Like it's hard to sleep in my apartment for various reasons. Namely, the biggest reason why it's difficult is because my apartment has blinds and they don't keep out the light. So it's always so bright in my room, it's like daytime. But I have curtains here and it was amazing. So I slept like 12 hours, best sleep I've had. And then I wake up in the morning and then I decided to do a hop on, hop off sightseeing tour. I've never done one before, and honestly, like I don't understand why, especially when you're traveling alone. They're like the best things ever. It got me to places where I wanted to be, and it was an all-around good choice. I dropped a hair tie. I decided to purchase the 2-day tour because I just have this feeling that I'm not going to get to do everything that I want to do today, and I wanted to have the option of doing it tomorrow. I was right, I did not get through everything today, so I'm really glad that I bought that. So I walked down to Union Square and figured out that now that I've been eating breakfast every day, like I actually have to eat breakfast now. It sucks. It really sucks. So I bought myself a pastry and then I got on this bus and we drove from Union Square to City Hall, which I didn't get off at, but looks really cool. Probably get off there tomorrow. And then we drove to Alamo Square. And Alamo Square had a thing that I really wanted to see. So I got off there and I walked up the street to Alamo Square and I spent some time there and I saw the painted ladies, which was amazing. I also think that's the only other time today that I actually updated you guys. So you get to see all the painted ladies multiple times. It's gonna be great. They were pretty awesome. I got some spectacular views as well. Like the views were just absolutely stunning. It was incredible. So then I hopped back on the bus from Alamo Square. We drove through Haight-Ashbury, whatever that is, I don't know. We then went to Golden Gate Park, which was actually really, really cool. So Golden Gate Park, I didn't stop off at either, but it had like this cool museum and Japanese tea garden and botanic gardens, and it was really, really cool, and I did like the look of it. And then we drove over the Golden Gate Bridge, which was something that I really wanted to do, but didn't know how I was going to be able to because don't have a car. So yeah, so we drove over the Golden Gate Bridge and it was amazing to do that. Like I just was in love. And then I got off the bus at the North Vista Point and got some incredible photos and incredible views of the Golden Gate Bridge and of the San Francisco skyline. And for a city that spends a lot of its time under fog, San Francisco has been putting on a show for me the last couple of days. It's been bright, it's been sunny. I got amazing views of the bridge, which was incredible. So then I decided I really wanted to, well, I'd also been told that I should walk across the bridge. So I did that walk. That was like a 30-minute walk from one side of the bridge to the other. So then I got to the south side of the bridge, took some more photos, had some lunch while looking out at the Golden Gate Bridge, which was amazing. And then I took an Uber to the Walt Disney Family Museum. Now I didn't take any footage inside the museum because I figured that was probably a no-no. Took lots of photos though because that was allowed, and I took some Snapchats too because why not? Honestly, it was incredible. The Walt Disney Family Museum, you'll know, massive Disney fan over here, so to get to see like behind my favorite animated features and to see like how they came to be was really incredible. And we got to see this model of Disneyland, and it was just phenomenal and I loved it. Oh, it was so good. And then I decided, because my original plan was then I was going to walk 20 minutes to the Palace of Fine Arts and hop back on the bus and then take the bus to Fisherman's Wharf. However, I realized that the buses run from 9 till 5 and it was about 5 o'clock by the time I left the museum, and I went, okay, I need to get to Fisherman's Wharf by 6 o'clock. And I went, all right, let's just walk. So I walked from the Walt Disney Family Museum all the way to Fisherman's Wharf. It was about an hour's walk and it was actually really cool. I basically was just straight down like the ocean, and yeah, it was great. It was a really nice walk. I mean, my feet are absolutely killing me now, but at the time it was a really nice walk. I got to see lots of views, and it just, yeah, it was really good. I'm really glad I chose to walk. And then I got to Fisherman's Wharf again, and I hopped on a bus and did a night tour, which was really cool. We went through the city at night. We went on the Bay Bridge, and we went over to Treasure Island, where we had a photo opportunity to look back on the San Francisco skyline, all lit up with the Bay Bridge with all its LED lights, and it was incredible. It was such an amazing experience to get to see that. Like I said, San Francisco is putting on a show for me, and I am so here for it. And then we drove back over the Bay Bridge, and I got dropped off at Fisherman's Wharf, where I had dinner. I had my first ever Applebee's. Wasn't all that impressed. I have to admit, the chicken that I had tasted funky, so I stopped eating the chicken, and yeah, it was odd. And then my backpack broke. Look at this. I am so sad because this is the only bag I have, and I love this backpack to pieces. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but the plan for the rest of the evening, because my phone is on charge, but last time I looked, I'm pretty sure it's like 9:30. I'm going to have a shower, and then I'm gonna go to bed because tomorrow's plan, there's still some things that I want to see. That's all from me for today. It's been an incredible day. I'm loving San Francisco to pieces so far. I'm so sad about this though. I put these earrings in because I'm determined to not let my holes close over while I'm over here, but I'm gonna take them out because I don't ever wear earrings. When I do finally put them in, my ears immediately just get like kind of infected. I literally do it to keep the holes open, but then I never wear earrings, and because I never wear earrings, as soon as I put them in, they get infected. Hello friends, it is Sunday and I filmed a lot today but haven't actually, hey, my hair tie, haven't actually updated you on anything, so I will do that now. So today was my last full day in San Francisco, and honestly I didn't really know exactly what I was going to do because the only sort of sightseeing thing I had left that I desperately wanted to see was Lombard Street, and obviously Lombard Street was not gonna, you know, take me the whole day. So this morning I got up super early and I hopped on the bus, the tour bus that I was doing, and we went to a lot of the sites that I'd been to yesterday, and we went over the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was freezing. And also I got super lucky yesterday with my photos and everything because it was so beautiful, because today the fog rolled in, as it quite often does in San Francisco, so it was a little foggy over the bridge. And then I did a tour to Sausalito, which is this quaint little town where the houses are worth like millions of dollars, and basically only the super rich people live there. But it was a super cute little town. It reminded me a lot of Hahndorf back home, but it also reminded me of like when you drive down to like all the beach towns. So a lot of the towns on the peninsula and stuff, which is actually up from where I live. And I bought a couple of books while I was there because I found a bookstore, and honestly I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna need to buy some books. It was too cute. So I bought a copy of Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers because I saw it and was like, why not? I love Mary Poppins and I'm curious about the book. I also bought the Puffin Modern Classic edition of Winnie the Pooh by A.M. Milne because once again I saw it and was like, why not? And look at the Pooh with these little faces there, and he bought, yeah, I'm a fan. So I follow someone on Instagram, commas and ampersands, and she does this thing where when she goes overseas, she collects editions of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in like the local edition basically. And I decided to do that too. So I picked up Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because, you know, apparently Americans can't say the word philosopher. Not only that though, I started reading it because Harry Potter is my life. It's what I do. And I actually found, and this is how you know that I have read these books way too many times. I don't know if I like remembered this exactly correctly, but I'm pretty sure that I do. I remember having to look this up. In the British version and the Australian version, I'm pretty sure that the line literally just says, they ate in the zoo restaurant, and when Dudley had a tantrum because his Knickerbocker glory was too small, Uncle Vernon bought him another one and Harry was allowed to finish the first. I'm positive that's what it says because I remember having to look up what a Knickerbocker was because I had absolutely no idea. But in this American edition, it says, they ate in the zoo restaurant, and when Dudley had a tantrum because his Knickerbocker glory didn't have enough ice cream on top, Uncle Vernon bought him another one and Harry was allowed to finish the first. I just find that really interesting because I'm pretty sure that's just an edition for the American one, because what American would know what a Knickerbocker is? I don't even know what a Knickerbocker is, and I'm Australian, so that's a thing. And then from Sausalito, I got back on the bus and I went to Lombard Street, which is so cool, by the way. Like, it's like a success. It was awesome and I loved it. Like, it was really, really cool. And then I wasn't really sure what to do for the rest of the day because by that point, I think it was like 2:30 and I'd seen everything that I came to San Francisco to see pretty much. So then wait, is it Sunday today? Now I'm thinking, because when I started this clip, I said it's Sunday, right? But it must be Saturday. Oh my God, this weekend is confusing the crap out of me. Anyway, let's just pretend that I know what the days of the week are and we'll just leave it at that. So then I hopped back on the bus and I went to Pier 39 where I decided to do some shopping because why not? So I bought myself a couple of things. I bought myself this art block from Studio Manhattan Art and Design, and I'm not gonna take it out, but that's the image that I got. I just thought it was really cool. Focus on me, hello. I just thought it was really cool and it's gonna brighten up my room a little. So that's pretty much been my day. And then I went to Inside Out Burger to try. No, wait, Inside Out Burger is from Sam and Cat. I went to In-N-Out Burger to try, and honestly, it was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten. I didn't even finish the whole thing. It was that gross. Don't ever go to In-N-Out, ever. And it also was a lot colder today. The wind kind of picked up and it reminded me what living near an ocean was like. And honestly, living in Albuquerque is really weird because I've grown up being able to see the ocean from my house. It's not close to my house, but I can see it from my house. And living in Albuquerque is really, really weird because obviously we can't see the ocean there because we're in the middle of a desert. Flying into LA yesterday. No, did I fly into LA yesterday? No, I must have flown into LA the day before. See what I mean? I'm so confused with days. But anyway, when I flew into LA and I saw the ocean, I was like, oh, thank goodness. And then these last few days in San Francisco, I'm like, you know what? I actually feel like no matter where I end up living, I kind of want to be able to see the ocean. I don't even know why, but there's just this thing where like I think I need to be able to see the ocean because I don't like being landlocked, so I need to see the ocean, to see the rest of the world out there. It's just a weird thing that I've noticed over the last couple of days, but it's a thing. So the plan for tonight, I came back to the hotel kind of early because I'm still super tired and I'm trying to use fall break a little bit to catch up on some sleep. And also because fall break is only 4 days long, I actually have a ton of uni work that needs to be done by Monday. So I'm gonna do that tonight. Can you hear that? That happens a lot. So yeah, that is well, something's happening out there. So that is my plan for tonight, is to sit in bed. I found out Star Wars Force Awakens is going to be on TV, so watch Star Wars Force Awakens and do uni work. Woo! But also, I am gonna check what day it is. Hey guys, it's Monday, so I wanted to wrap up this reading vlog as well as give you a little bit of a story time video. Wrap up, I read nothing again, which sucks because that was the week where I had no uni reads to do and I just didn't read anything, so that kind of sucks. But I wanted to give you guys a story time as to how I got home from San Francisco. So as you can probably tell, I've had the most amazing weekend in San Francisco. I absolutely loved the city. I loved everything that I did and saw, and it was just incredible. And then yesterday happened. So yesterday started off really, really well. I checked out of my hotel and then I walked to the Full House and got a photo, which was awesome and I loved it. And then because I'd seen absolutely everything that I wanted to see in the city, I decided, you know what, I've only got a couple of hours till my plane. I'm just gonna fill the time. I'm gonna go see Goosebumps 2. So I did that, but by the way, Goosebumps 2, surprisingly a really good movie. Like I wasn't expecting to love it as much as I did. I got a text message from my airline saying your flight has been delayed. And I went, all right, fine, like whatever. I'll just go to the airport. I've got some uni work to do anyway. It'll be fine. And then I get another text message from them saying, oh, your flight has actually been delayed to the point where you're going to miss your connecting flight in Phoenix to get to Albuquerque. And I went, well, great. And then they went, okay, you can change your flight free of charge. And I went, cool, perfect. And then the only flights they had leaving were at 12:36 a.m. to Dallas, which gets me into Albuquerque at 8 a.m. this morning. Or I could pay another night of accommodation in San Francisco and then just fly home today. I had purposefully chosen to fly home mid-afternoon so that I would be home at a decent time, get decent sleep, and then be able to go to class this morning. Obviously that didn't happen. So I went to the airport around 6 o'clock and I was there for approximately 6 hours before we boarded the plane. I did get some uni work done and then I went, you know what, screw it, I'm so tired, I'm just gonna watch Netflix. So I did that. So we get on the plane to Dallas and I try sleeping, but you know, you can't really sleep on planes because planes suck, and I had the middle seat, so it was even worse. And then we get into Dallas and we get told over the speaker while we're still on the plane, oh, there's actually a plane sitting in our gate, so we can't actually let you off yet. I went, cool. So we were already running a little bit late and I had approximately 15 minutes to get from one gate to another, which included hopping on the Skylink and literally going to a different terminal. So that was fun. And so then I get to the new gate with 6 minutes to spare and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna be able to get on the plane at 7, get to Albuquerque at 8 a.m, go home, have a little bit of a nap, and then be able to go to my creative writing class at least. At least I'll be able to make one of my classes. And then we get there and they're like, oh, we're just having a few issues with the plane. It shouldn't take too long, so you know, everything's fine. And then it gets to 7 o'clock and we're meant to be leaving the airport at 7:10. So we're meant to be boarding like 20 minutes ago. And they finally come on and go, oh, yeah, so there's a huge maintenance issue, so we're gonna have to find you guys another plane. Flight got delayed again and it got changed to leaving at 8:30, not getting into Albuquerque until 9:30. And by the time we finally took off, by the time we finally got to Albuquerque, and by the time I finally got home, it was like 10:15 in the morning or something. It was a really crappy ending to a really amazing weekend. It really sucked having to go through all of that, but I'm home now. I did have a nap and then I did go to creative writing class because I had something due. That was today. I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a story time as to what exactly happened. So that's been fun. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching this week's reading vlog. I know that reading doesn't really occur in them, but they're kind of like reading / travel vlogs and they're a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing them. They're kind of a pain to edit, but they're still a lot of fun. Stay tuned for Friday because there's going to be a really fun San Francisco video coming that I'm really looking forward to. And apart from that, stay random. Bye.